The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Titans. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up.
That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Have a little arc on it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm going back to you.
On play action, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop in behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
54 miles. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Middle. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They begin with Michel on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
I know you ain't got it. Hey, check mark 33. Check 12.
1st down, Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on second and 10. Rivers, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go. Red. Let's go, defense. Hey, orbit. Mike, check 33. 33. Check. Watch the twist.
On third down, Rivers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Watch the screen. Out. Room. Tighten up. Cluster up. Switch it. Keep it skinny. Switch it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 49-yard line.
Set 180. Block 11. Hey, Delta. Keep it skinny. It's just me and you. Hey,
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's it. 180. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 180.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Check 53. Switch up. Hey, Delta.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A give to Michel running right. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
180. Here we go, D. Hey, easy. Easy. White, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Left.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here, 1st and 10.
Exit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready! Block 15! Hey, go orange. Check. Orange.
The first down throw here for Rivers. And caught left side, Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. The 30. Touchdown, Titans. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What's the run? They're running it. Mike 59. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Kill. Turn up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Hug. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check Mike 54. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Check 13.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, 79. 70 to click.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Switch. Shoot.
On third down, Rivers. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
24 is the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Alert, alert, alert. Switch gears. Cloud. 24 is the mic. Hey, echo.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Check, 54. I'm going to run you over. Hard.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Titans 31, Colts 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, 59. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We taking wins home. That's all right.
Rosen off the play action. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Check. Lucky. Load it.
Play action now. Rivers rolling to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set 180. Set 180. Mike. Orange 5-4. Kill. Hey, ready.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Sony Michel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
180. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now Rosen on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cut.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are good.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Rivers, and that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, it's Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rosen will throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Black 15! 53. Buffalo 1. 10. Wait, 89!
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Hey. Take 4. Hey, go orange.
Third and long for Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Rosen. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on second down. Rosen, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, dude.
Third and long here for Rosen. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. Rosen, throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now it's Rosen. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, it's Rosen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check. Ground 80. Check. 53's Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's out to his running back, Michel.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. On the crossing route, complete. It's Reynolds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Rivers here to throw. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Greg Olsen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hey, alert, alert. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Say, 80. Slam. Alert.
One final shot here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation.